Welcome everyone. Hi, it's Jen Steele, and I want to welcome you to today's practice. Today, I'm just going to share with you a very simple 10 to 15 minute warm-up sequence that you can do as a standalone practice, or in addition to maybe tacking it on to a strength class, a strength building class, or you can tack it onto an ab class, a 10-minute abs, right? But if you're going to be doing something with a shorter duration, you want to still make sure that you're warming up a little bit. You don't want to just jump into, full-blown strength sequence without sort of warming up first. And all right, so we're going to come into a comfortable seat. Now it's going to look different to all of us. So using a bolster, using a pillow, using a block to elevate your seat, or maybe even taking yourself up against the wall, okay? I'm sitting cross-legged, but you're welcome to extend your feet forward, okay? You can you can tuck your knees under you or your shins under you, if you would prefer that. So just want to be in a position, however, where you can really lengthen up through the crown of the head without hunching around in your back, okay? Try to elevate your hips above your knees. Maybe placing your palms gently on your knees, palms up or down, you choose, okay? And you can gaze gently down towards the floor as you begin to soften your gaze, soften your face, soften the jaw, soften the throat, right? Or you can completely close the eyes. So it depends. Whatever it is that feels best for you. I, again, am a mover. I like to have a little movement. So if that calls to you, just in these first few moments, begin to take any movement that might feel right for you. Just slowly. And begin to take in just some nice deep breaths in and out. So connection to breath, our prana. Maybe let it out with a sigh. Relax the shoulders down away from the ears. Just really settling into the seat. Let the breath expand within the whole core of your body. A few more nice deep breaths in and out. Then we're trying to bring in breath slowly so that we can bring in that fresh oxygenated air, filling up our lungs fully and completely, and exhaling slowly and completely. All the air out of the lungs. So maybe even engage the core a little bit as you draw the breath out. And the diaphragm, the breathing apparatus, sits right above the heart. So know, like each time you're breathing in and out, you're massaging your heart. That's pretty cool. So coming into stillness, if you were kind of moving a little bit, come into stillness. Keep the length of your spine, keep the softness in your face, keep the softness in your throat and in your breath. And just feel that mind, the body, the heart connection. All is one, working together. And you keep your eyes closed if you'd like. Bring your palms together to your heart space. Bow your chin to your chest. And in this place, we set our intention for not only our practice, but perhaps for the rest of our day or evening. Cultivate a way of being you wish to carry on with you. And let it be a positive word, let it be one word, and let it be in the present, as if you already possess this trait. If you need a little bit more happiness or contentment, act as if you already own that. If you need a little bit more patience or kindness, act as if you are already patient and kind. One more breath. And exhale it out. Lift your chin, drop your hands down, open the eyes slowly, blink a couple times. And this is where you welcome yourself to your practice. You are ready, you are centered, and you're ready to move a little bit. So draw your arms down, just shrug your shoulders. You set yourself up for success here. There's no judgment. There is no competition, not on this mat. Not today, not ever. No competing, not caring about what anybody else's body is doing, just yours, how you feel with each movement. Notice that the arms reach up. You can look up towards the hands, palms might touch. You might have to bend the elbows here to create space for your shoulders. Reach up. And exhale the hands down. Chin might slowly fall towards chest and feel the back of your neck just stretch. Float the arms up. So nothing urgently, right? And softly bring it back down. One more like that. Inhale. So you see we're moving super slow. Bring your palms together to touch and press your palms up towards the ceiling. Reach. Bending the elbow, just create space, draw the shoulders down and then press up. Maybe those elbows are able to straighten a little bit, but they don't have to. Biceps are by the ears. Trying to reach back just a little bit more. And try not to let the belly button pop open. Try not to create a super strong arch in the lower back. So draw, keep the core engaged, and release. Bring those hands behind you. So you're going to have to kind of internally rotate those shoulders. Maybe hinge forward to clasp your fingers together and then draw the knuckles down and allow now the shoulders, collarbones to broaden. Squeeze gently on the back. Keep your head back in space. Maybe you can look up just a little bit. Breathing here into the chest, into the heart. Keeping those breaths long. And just feel with each breath a little bit more opening, a little bit more releasing. And release. Again, arms reach up. Left hand goes down, right arm reaches all the way up. Side body stretch. Really press. Bring that bicep again by the ears. Don't jump in. Our body likes to take the path of least resistance. However, we want to make sure we are staying as open as possible. Good postural alignment. And here our spine is also curving, right, to the left. So we're warming up the spine and to the other side. Now you see I'm softly bending my elbow, pressing my palm down and sort of pushing my left rib cage right out. And then extending my fingers up and then over. Looking maybe underneath the armpit to keep that left shoulder back as I open up the left side of my body. Good. Let's take it just into airplane arms. And twist to your left. Keep your spine nice and long. Bring your fingertips outside the left knee. Lift up through the crown of the head. As if someone were taking a string and lifting you up. Breathe in there, and then as you exhale, come into your twist. Gentle twist. Now your spinal is a spinal twist, right? So you're twisting your spine again, sort of also rinsing those inner organs. Right? Good for digestion, right? Detoxification. And what's going to help that, my friends, is like drinking a lot of water throughout your day, okay? Water is going to help that elimination of toxins in the body, and the twisting is going to help as well. The breathing is going to be also what just sort of helps move everything through. Take it to the other side. And you can shorten the time that you spend here. So again, lengthen the lift, breathe in, exhaling out. You might feel, your lower back just release a little bit more with each inhale and exhale. So you're able to deepen a little tiny bit more. We're not corkscrews, we're not owls, right? We're not going to hope to twist all the way to the back of the room. It's not that way. It's just keeping the spine supple, right? Mobile. Back to center. Take your palms now together and push them forward. And now draw the belly to your spine. So now what are we doing, right? What are we doing? Moving the spine in a forward shape, if you will. And reach up. So I'm going to ask you to bring your hands to your knees. This is going to help. And then lift the chest up, draw your elbows in and down. And then now let's just pull the belly in again. So spinal flexion and extension. Two more. Breathing in here. Lift and draw the chest upward. Exhale, belly into spine. And use your breath all the way to the end. Push the lungs, all the air out of the lungs. You know, any stale air there, come up and pause. Well, I've been sitting for a long time. I can appreciate that. So again, you can take this sequence and shorten it a little bit. You know, I'm talking through this, but you don't have to stay in the poses so long. Come into all fours. Cat cow is a beautiful way to also get the spine moving and keeping it nice and healthy. So lifting, pressing through your palms, broadening across the chest, lifting the chin away, and then exhaling, drawing the belly to your spine, tailbone towards the heels. We're also preparing, the body for deeper movements, deeper flexibility, deeper stretching. One more, push up, press up into cat pose, and knees wide. Wider, toes press down, tops of shoelaces down, hips back. Now your hips may not find your heels, it's totally fine. You're welcome to bend your elbows and stack your fists on top of each other if you'd prefer, or extend your arms forward and bring your forehead down onto the mat. Knees wide just allows your belly to breathe, right? If you bring your knees together, it's going to be a little bit more difficult, although that is fine if that's how you prefer child's pose. We want to just be mindful of the breath at the beginning of our practice. I'm going to extend my arms forward and see how that feels for me today. My elbows are down on the mat, forehead comes down, and also one of my funnest, I almost said funnest, more pleasant ways to do child's pose is to put a block underneath my forehead. So I'll grab that. And it's just barely on it. And it just takes the pressure off. It's sort of like a pillow for my brain. My brain kind of likes it a lot. Like, oh, I can do this. I'll be quiet for you. Because my attention is going to the pressure that the block is creating instead of my thoughts, if that makes any sense. So that's why I like it. And come on up. You can stay in child's pose for as long as you like, right? We're just going to step our right foot forward. We just have a few more poses just to warm up. I want you to open up the hip flexors a little bit here. And if you don't have time for these little extra few postures, you could certainly just do the seated postures for whatever duration of time that you have, just to warm up that spine and to find your breath and to calm your mind and to set a good intention. This isn't just good to do before a more strenuous practice, yoga practice, but it's good to do when you first wake up, maybe before you go to bed. Okay, that it can be a standalone little sequence here. So my knee is over my ankle. I'm just pushing into that left hip, keeping my core still slightly pulled in and my shoulders are down and my head is back. And again, remember with each exhale, you can sort of engage the core, draw it in a little more. It's definitely building strength there as well. Now we're just going to draw this back. So we could do lots of add-ons here, but we're just going to keep it super simple and do the ones that I feel are going to help your body just really appreciate, just get into that state of just being ready to work for you, okay? Warming your muscles up. Now they're like, oh, okay. You're going to work me now. I got it. I'm ready. I want you to feel the intensity of the stretch without again, there's no urgency here. We are warming up. That is it. So you're not going full bore. okay? Your hands to your knees. So sometimes we raise our arms up, but that can be just a little bit more than we need. So I'm just gonna get my hands here just for the warm up. And back. So that felt really nice. And I want you to get your back muscles sort of also to strengthen them, to be mindful of just the back body as well as the front body. We're gonna come all the way down onto the belly. Little cobra pose. I have 2 sets of glasses here. Apparently, I think I'm gonna need them both. I don't know. Okay, cobra pose. Tops of the feet are pressing down. Your pelvis is pressing down as well. Okay, you're gonna take your hands underneath your elbows, underneath your shoulders, just for a moment here, okay? And kind of lift the belly and then pull your chest forward. So that's just gonna elongate the front of your body so you're nice and super long in the front. And now bring your hands down by your sides. And you don't want your elbows way out. Make sure your palms are pressing down, your fingertips are pointing, your pointer fingers pointing either toward the front of your mat or slightly. Your right hand is slightly right, your left hand is slightly left. So right by the breastbone, hug the elbows in and draw the elbows down and then roll the shoulders back. So you're kind of squeezing the muscles on the back. You're going to gently lift up. So here, you could lift your hands slightly up off the mat. Okay, that's how much you're using your back muscles here. Hands are just supporting you. You give a little, your glutes a little nudge there, okay? And maybe engage the core just a little bit. As you breathe in, as you exhale, come down and let everything rest. Engage, lift the head, drop the elbows, lift the shoulders, push the feet down, thighs down, pelvis down. Exhale back down. Again, nice and slow so we can feel it. Feet, hips, head lifts, shoulders back, elbows down. Squeeze on the back, chest rises, exhaling back down. 2 more, inhale, now all together. Exhale, light on those hands. Last one, inhale, head, shoulders, elbows, chest, and down. Curl the toes under. Knees press into the mat. Use your arm strength here. Elbows hug in. Lift the belly button. Lift the butt and press. Use those arms as they're intended to be used. Okay, on the back. Extend the arms back overhead. Grow nice and long. And exhaling your knees into your chest. Rolling side to side. One last sequence here, so just bring your knees to fallen chair position, arms out to your side, take a breath in, and then hinge to your right. And if it feels good, you could extend your legs forward. So we sort of warmed up the spine already, so this is not our first twist. So this is kind of a bonus feature here, but you're on your back, right? You went on your front, you were sitting, now you're on your back. So it's kind of a nice complete full circle, right? Take a few breaths here as long as you want, and then we're gonna take it just to the other side, okay? Knees up. Again, press the belly down, arms wide, and hinge to your left. You want your shoulders to stay on the mat if possible. Okay, if the knees splay open like little clamshells, you could put a block there, or it's okay just to leave it like that, or extend your legs outward. If your shoulder lifts up, bring your arms down a little bit more, like an A instead of a T. Again, twisting is a detoxification, a way to rinse and cleanse your inner organs. So, and increase elimination, regularity, right? Come back to center. Again, feel free. Stay there as long as you want. Roll side to side. And then roll all the way up to your seat. And you come back to your seat. End your practice with a little bit of gratitude for yourself. You can come back to your intention if you'd like. And once again, you can use this practice as a standalone. Get up in the morning and do it. Do it before you go to bed. Do it before another class that you may be wanting to do that has a little bit of intensity to it, but you need a little bit of a warm-up. So thank you for joining me today, everyone. Namaste.